friends, how is it going? So many of you guys have been asking me to share with you how I'm gonna set up this half sheet planner as my teacher planner. And I know a lot of you are saying that it can't be done and that kind of thing. However, I don't necessarily track lesson plans, and I feel like a lot of the half sheets are super functional for teaching. So especially in the role that I have. So let me tell you a little bit about my role before we get into this so you can kind of see where I'm coming from. So I teach in an all online environment. We are a K through 12 public charter school, and we are 100% web-based. So I do get to work from home, as many of you who follow the podcast Vice Chaos know already. I am a 7th grade teacher, and my roles are that I teach advisory, which is essentially kind of overseeing the entire process for students. And then I also teach 7th and 8th grade AVID, which in short is like a college support or like a post-secondary support class, but it's way more than that. That's totally oversimplifying it. And then I also teach middle school journalism. So I have those things going on, and the way that I interact with my students mainly is in our live lesson classroom. So it's like a web-based classroom where I teach lessons, and then either web mailing them, so kind of an email system, or making phone calls to them, having text message conversations, or that kind of thing. So I kind of track those things, like track how many interactions I'm having with kids each week. So there are a lot of pieces to my role that are going to be different than a traditional K through 12 teacher. So that is why I am moving to the half sheet, because I feel like there are a lot of functional elements that I want to pull into my planning. So first things first, you guys know that I love metal discs, and I am going to put these gorgeous mint colored discs on this cover. So first things first, let's go ahead and get these covers off and get the mint discs on. Okay, so I have those discs on now. So next what we'll do is we'll put in some of the elements that I'm gonna use. So let's see, so first we have our 2 years on 2 pages. So we'll get that in there. Super excited, and I do need to order some more name decals. Switching up my planner so often definitely keeps me needing name decals. Okay, and so January is gonna be a little bit different. So let's just see. So we have our monthly overview, and then we have this week. So what I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna need to just like tape this together. I wonder if I could just do that now. Do I have my double stick tape? I think I do. Okay, so I will speed this up really quick, but I am gonna tape that week together because this week we were not in school. So we go back to school on January 6th. I am actually filming on the 5th, so it's the very last day of break. So let me go ahead and get these together, and then we can continue adding the January pages. Okay, so I got that all done. So now let's put the January dashboard in here. And as soon as I get January in, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share with you guys kind of how I'm planning to use these. So there is not really like, I mean, you have your 2 years on 2 pages, but the months are where you have like your year or your month structure, kind of like in the beginning of the Happy Planner classic sizes. And so what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be using that portion to track my professional development experiences. So whether I have like meetings or like a training that I'm attending, that's gonna all go on that overview calendar. And then on these daily pages, this is where I'm going to track like meetings or things that I have to be at, like that kind of thing specifically. I have some other half sheets in here that I want to look at. So basically what I want is I am looking for something that is divided up into 3 sections. I'm considering using something like this. So it's a weekly goal, weekly goal, weekly goal. So those kind of things. So something divided up into 3 sections because I teach 3 different sections of classes. However, these on the back have like a progress picture. So they're more like fitness related. I am just gonna look at these really quick and see what I have that I can use that's divided up into 3 sections. I know there's quite a few different options. So you guys are not even gonna believe it, but it is Planner Babe to the rescue. So I'm gonna be using these Planner Babe sheets each day. And so what I like about these is that they have sections for 1, 2, and 3. So maybe like a goal or something that I need to work on for each class, that kind of thing. And then I also love that there's a to-do list space because I'm constantly having like to-do list items that I need to do. And then on the back, this is where I'm gonna keep track of my phone call schedule. So I'm considering probably using like the hourly stickers, just popping one on there. And then that will be like my phone call schedule for the day. And then I will, let's see, so I'll put like a week's worth of these in here. And so we'll put 5 in here, and I may need to order more of these because I really like them and I would love to use them throughout the school year. So we'll go back to, let's see, do we want it after our daily pages? Because I'm gonna have one like right in here for each day that I'm working on that. Maybe I'll put them before. So I'll put my week's worth. Actually, I'll put them after. I'll put them after the weekly pages. Kind of like, or maybe what I'll do is I will just put 1 in each week, right? So like I'll have my 1 that I'm working on each day, and then I'll pop in more as I need to pop them in. So that'll be 1 that I start with, and then I'll add these to the back as soon as that's done. So then what I need to do next is I need to get the rest of the months in here, and that will be that. And then I will do like teacher plan with me's and kind of show you guys how I'm using this. I did also create something else that I wanted to share with you guys. So I'll show you that at the end. Okay, and then my good friend Heather over at Happy Crafts and More sent me some of their clear dashboards. I know it's like super hard to see on camera because they're clear, but I am going to just have these kind of separate out the sections so that I can include extras of the things that I need. Okay, so I'm just gonna put in like a stack of these, and I'm sure I'll need to add more, but I'm gonna move them around, and like I think I'm just gonna store the ones that have been used somewhere so that I can come back and reference it. I might even toss them and have like a running master list of phone calls. That might even be digital. We shall see. But I put classic discs on this thing kind of for that reason, so that I could just have like extras of the things that I really want to use in here. And Happy Crafts and More has an Etsy shop, and you guys should definitely check her out. She sent me so much amazing stuff, and I'll link that video of all the things that she sent me, but these were definitely one of those things. Okay, and then I actually cut these. So these are classroom checklist sheets, and these came out during the student release as full-size checklist sheets, and you can see that like the edges are not very straight because I cut them with scissors. You know, I just wanted to get them done. So I want to have these in here as well to keep track of a variety of different things. So those are going to be my last and final section. Last and final. Not like last and final mean the same thing. Oh, you guys. I'm still on break brain. I don't know how I'm going to get back into teacher mode. And all of you teachers out there, I'm sure you guys get it, but I am super excited to talk to my students and just to like get back on track. We have a staff meeting coming up on the first Friday that we're back, so we get to see each other all face to face. And you probably noticed that I left July in here. Okay, so the way that my school is set up is that we are in school through June. So we are usually done like mid to end of June as teachers. And then we don't have any work days in July typically, unless I'm going to like trainings or that kind of thing. So that's why I left this in here, just because I'm not sure what trainings are going to look like this summer. And then, or if I'm going to teach summer school, that's also an option that's on the table. And then we go back to school in August. So there would be no reason to take out all of the summer months. However, I may take out just the month of July once I have a better idea of what that's going to look like. So I would love to teach summer school. That's kind of something that I'm hoping to be able to do. So this is going to be my teacher planner. It's also nice because I can just throw this in any bag, including the skinny planner purse that I have. And if you didn't see my first impression of that, I'll link that down below. But I can throw this really in any bag because sometimes we are mobile and traveling, and it's not a huge classic planner. I can just grab this, grab a pen, and have basically everything that I need. And so I'll share with you guys as much as I can as far as planning goes. There will be some things that I can't share with you, so any kind of student information I can't share with you, that kind of thing. So that is that. That's my setup for my, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I left December out. I cannot believe I did that, or almost. And thank you guys so much for just all of your support, your love, all of the things. And also thank you. There have been some people who have been telling me things like, you know, part of my video is like off of the screen. Sometimes I just get really into like planning, and so I don't necessarily notice those things. So thank you for that feedback so that I can be aware of all of that. And yeah, I just love talking with you guys in the comments. One of my goals for 2020 is to respond to every single YouTube, Instagram, and Patreon comment. So I want to make sure that I'm really interacting with you guys this year. So make sure that you are leaving comments down below. If you are an educator, I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what grade you teach, what subject you teach if that applies, and which planner you are using to keep track of all of the wonderful things for your teaching job. So let me know all of those things down in the comments below. If you're not a teacher and you're just looking for inspiration on how to set up your skinny planner, then let me know how you have yours set up and what you're using it for. So thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. And if you want to, you can find me over on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I am about halfway to my 2020 goal of 10K followers on Instagram. So make sure that you're following me there if you are not already. I post daily content. I post actually twice a day, and I'm really active in my stories, and I love to go live over there. So make sure that you're following me there so that you can get all of the extras. Also, make sure that you're following me over on Patreon. You can support me over there for as little as $1 a month. My $5 and up per month patrons also get happy mail from my personal collection each month. So that is an awesome perk. I also have an Instagram chat where we have a lot of fun, and I'm considering actually updating and adding some more perks for 2020. It's been a bit of a rough start for 2020 for me, just kind of getting the motivation to do all the things. So I've just been enjoying my break. So all of that stuff is coming down the line, but make sure you're following me over there as well to get bonus content. And if you're new around here, hi, my name is Caitlin, and this is Creating in Chaos, and I would love it if you would hit that red subscribe button down below. And if you are one of my current followers, here is your internet hug for the day, and thank you so much for all that you do. I could not do what I do without you. And if you want to follow me on other social platforms like we already talked about, you can find me over on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon. You can also find me over on our podcast that I do with Leanne Spicer. It's called Spiced Chaos. You can find that down in the description box below. Also, I PR for this amazing team called Moost. They are interchangeable handbags, so if you love an interchangeable system like I do, make sure you check them out as well and use my discount code CHAOS10 to pick up an amazing handbag. If you have questions about Moost, also make sure that you reach out to me. I would love to chat with you about Moost and how much I love them. And by the way, you guys, have fun today.